Once upon a time, in the bright village of Chandapur, there lived three brothers, Arjun, Veer, and Samar. They were young, full of dreams, and worked for a wealthy merchant named Dharamdas. One day, Dharamdas called them and said, "I am giving each of you a piece of land and a bag of gold. Use your time well and make the most of what you receive. How you use it will shape your future." Arjun, the oldest, laughed. "Life is short. Gold is made for enjoyment. Why save what we can spend?" He spent his coins on feasts, music, and fancy clothes, believing that pleasure was the meaning of life. Veer, the middle brother, held his bag of gold tightly. "I cannot risk losing it. I will keep it safe. It is better to be careful than to regret later." He worked only enough to survive and never tried to grow or invest. Samar, the youngest, knelt under a banyan tree and whispered, "Lord, guide me. Help me use this gift wisely. Let my work benefit others too." He planned carefully, spending some gold on tools, seeds, and small projects. He also helped the poor and shared whatever he could. Days turned into months. Arjun's land grew at first, but soon he wasted his wealth on pleasure. Big parties, horse rides, luxuries, everything except caring for his land. His crops began to die. Veer's land remained barren and full of weeds. His fear kept him from doing anything, and he barely worked. Samar worked from sunrise to sunset. He studied the soil, learned from workers, and wrote every coin and seed in a little notebook. Each morning, he thanked God and shared a portion of his earnings with the needy. Slowly, his fields became green, his animals multiplied, and his house prospered. But he stayed humble. One evening, the three brothers met near the river that separated their lands. Arjun boasted, "Look at my life. I enjoyed every moment. Gold is meant to be spent." Veer sighed. "I kept my gold safe. My land is empty, but at least I didn't lose anything." Samar smiled softly. "Arjun, your gold gave joy for a moment, but it didn't last. Veer, your fear kept your gold safe, but it did not grow. I worked steadily and used what we were given to help many. That is true wealth." Arjun rolled his eyes. "You think too much, Samar. Life is short." Samar nodded. "Yes, life is short, but not useless. Time and gold must be used wisely. What is wasted cannot return, and what is never used cannot help anyone." Years passed. Arjun lost most of his land due to carelessness. Veer remained poor, trapped by his own fear. And Samar's fields flourished, his animals grew, and he became known for kindness and fairness. He still prayed every morning, thanked God for blessings, and helped the poor. When Dharmadas returned, he walked through the village. After seeing the results, he stood before the brothers. He smiled at Samar and said, "You understood well. You used your time and gifts wisely. You worked not only for yourself, but for others. That is true wisdom." He turned to Arjun and Veer. "Arjun, you chased pleasure and lost your foundation. Veer, you feared loss so much that you never grew. Learn this lesson. Time and gold, when used well, bring blessings. When wasted or left unused, they bring regret." The three brothers bowed, understanding their choices. And so, dear friends, remember this. Use your time and money wisely. Work hard, help others, and make the most of what you have. That is the real path to growth and lasting happiness.